So I wanted to make a little video that I think can resonate with a lot of people. And also somebody commented it on one of my posts and I was like, this makes me want to make a video. So here I am. Okay, so I'm going to say something that's kind of a hot take and not everybody's going to like what I have to say. You can share your opinion on it, but this is my opinion on it. And I think that it will help you to better understand yourself and to become the best version of yourself that you can. And I don't think a lot of people have grasped this concept because I think a lot of people are scared to let go. But I think that a lot of people just need to start dropping their friends. And here's what I mean by you need to start dropping your friends. I don't mean drop your friends like, for example, like if you get bored, if you're just not satisfied with them, you think you found better people. I'm not saying that you should drop your friend. Like if you have somebody who's been there with you since day one and they support you and everything like that, but maybe you want to adapt to a different lifestyle or a better lifestyle and you're like, oh, they don't fit my lifestyle that I want to create. I'm not saying you should drop them. The type of friends I'm saying that you should drop are the ones who don't quite understand where you want to go. This is for my people who relate to wanting better for themselves and who are ambitious, motivated, passionate, hardworking, all of that. I'm sorry, but I don't think that a friendship with somebody who lacks motivation, who lacks discipline, lacks passion, ambition, I don't think the two can be friends successfully without having one or the other resent one another in a way. And here's what I mean by that. For example, I am a very hardworking, ambitious person. If you can ask anybody, they'll tell you I'm very hardworking. I've always had passion, and I've met people who I'm like, oh, like, what's your passion? Like, ever since I was younger, like, I've always known what I wanted to do. I've always been a creative person. I've always loved to dance. I've loved to act and sing, and I'm just an entertainer. Like, I love to entertain people, and I'm creative. And I'd always ask people, oh, what's your passion? Any single person I met, it could be somebody random, and I'd ask them that question. I genuinely can't, and I still can't to this day, wrap my head around the people who are not passionate about something. Like, I'll ask people like, oh, like, what do you want to do when you grow up? Or like, what's your passion? Like, what will make you happy in life? What do you want to do? And they don't have anything. Or like, I've met so many people who have said, no, nothing. I'm not really sure what I want. Like, to me, that's so boring because I'm like, how do you not have any passions? Like, you could say, oh yeah, I like plants. I like gardening. I like gaming. I want to be a streamer. I want to do... You're telling me that you don't have anything, like you don't have any sort of passions in life. Like, I still cannot wrap my head around it. And I try not to judge people like that, but at the same time, it's so hard for me. It's so hard for me. So instead, I don't surround myself with those people. And I've had friends who are like, yeah, like I really want to... You know, I really want to do this. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do this. Oh yeah, I'm going to do this, but aren't working towards doing anything. That's like me saying, oh yeah, I want to be an engineer, but I'm not studying for it. I'm not going to school for it. I'm not using ChatGPT to answer. Like, I just cannot be friends with people like that anymore. And I cut off so many people because of it, just for my own mental sanity, because... Again, I know this sounds bad, but I felt that they were bringing me down to their level. And I'm also the type of person, I'm not delusional, but I'm delusional at the same time. I've always wanted more for myself, and I know I'm going to get there. That's just always been my mindset. I've never been the type of person like, oh my gosh, like, that's not possible. Oh, I'm ugly, I'm this, like, I've never, I don't know, like, recently, especially recently, like, I don't speak about myself like that. Like, I know I'm going to do things. I know I'm doing this. I know I'm doing this. That's because, and guys, I cannot stress this enough. Do not be friends with insecure people. Do not be friends with insecure people because they will try to drag you down. I was friends with a girl who, she had an ED and she also just like was not a very good friend to like anybody. You know, and that is good for her, you know, but that's not something, our morals, our values did not align. And so she would say things and do things that were unhealthy that were starting to affect me because the negative energy that she was putting out there about herself. For example, she'd be like, oh my God, I'm so fat. Oh, I can't eat this. Oh, I'm so ugly. I look so, and I'm like, dude, even if you're joking, when you speak about things like that out loud to yourself, you're basically inviting it. And you're basically telling the universe, yeah, I'm ugly, yeah, I'm fat, I'm all of this. That's energy I could not be around. And don't get me wrong, I'm not one of those girls that's like, oh my gosh, I can't be friends with girls. Like, I love being friends with girls. I love being like, that's literally the only people I have like as like my IRL friends. They are girls, and I only have like 2 close girlfriends. But it's just kind of like, the older, like the older I get, like the more mature I get, I'm just kind of like, I can't. And then I start realizing, I'm like, you cannot be around people like that. And sometimes they might guilt trip you for like not wanting to be their friend, for wanting to leave them, but at the same time, you have to do what's right for you and what's going to help you be a better person. And the other thing that I think you should probably drop your friends too, if they're a fake supportive. I also notice a lot of people will fake be your friend, pretend to be your friend, meaning they see if you're a successful person, or if you're trying to be a successful person and they're trying to bring you down, or they're like, oh yeah, like, oh, that's not gonna happen, or oh, that's kind of hard, like that's really hard to do. They're trying to bring you down to their level because they don't offer anything else. You have to be so mindful about who you surround yourself with. Again, I started slowly backing away from people who are like, yeah, I want to do this, yeah, but they're not working towards it. They don't work hard. I'm like, what do you do all day? Like, you have people who don't have jobs. You have people who, they don't read. They just sit at home, doom scrolling, like whatever. Like, I cannot be friends with those people anymore. I cannot be friends with people like that in general because they will bring you down to their level. You have to be friends with people who are, and again, this message is for people who are trying to elevate themselves. If you don't care about elevating yourself and you're happy being stuck in one place or you're comfortable, then don't watch the video. But if you're the person who like wants better for their life and you've always imagined having better for your life, then you keep watching. But don't be friends with people like that are not working hard, are not ambitious, are not passionate, are just sitting at home, doom scrolling on TikTok, looking at memes, doing that. Like, those are the people, they can say, oh yes, like I want to do this, I want to do this as many times as they want, but I hate that. I hate when people don't work hard. I hate when people are not ambitious. I cannot. To me, it's so lazy. And for me, because I want so much more out of my life, you have to, and this goes for anybody else, you have to surround yourself with people who are like-minded like you. And this doesn't even just go for friends, but for partners as well. If you're somebody who's successful and you're hardworking, you're driven, you're ambitious, you're all of these things, and a partner tries to come into your life, a boy tries to come into your life, and he's not hardworking, he has no goals, he has no ambition, do not settle and let him come into your life, because he will bring you down to the earth. If you're soaring above and you're trying to get past the clouds, he will ground you. He will try to ground you and bring you to his level. Date somebody or look for people who are on your level or who are excited to get there and who are going to work hard to get there. There's just something about it. Like, you can just tell when somebody wants to work hard and they are ambitious. I was with somebody who I admired so much, and I still admire him because he works hard and he is motivated, he's ambitious, and he wants better for his life. And every single thing that he told me that he was going to do or that he wanted to do, he did it. He did it, and he does it because he works hard. Now, there's other things that he can work on to be a better person, but I don't judge. But yeah, it's just kind of like you need to surround yourself with people like that if you want better for your life. Stop complaining that my life's not going anywhere. My life could be better. My life is this. My life is this. No, I'm poor. I'm broke. Get out of the negative mindset. And if you look around, if the people around you are in that mindset, like, oh, I'm too broke, I'm too thick, get your bag up, get another job, do something else instead of complaining about life. I keep seeing like videos and stuff pop up. Like I saw a video of a girl who had cancer, like stage 4 cancer, very sickly, very bedridden in the hospital. And she said, you know, when you're around like sickly people like that, it really makes you grateful because, and even my mom said, like, if you think you have it bad, there are other people who have it 20 times worse. So you, again, be grateful for who you have in your life and what you have in your life. But again, if you want more for yourself, if you want to aim higher, past the clouds, the limit does not exist, and you want to keep going, one of the biggest pieces of advice is watch who you let in your inner circle. Watch who you date. You are who you hang around. I cannot stress that enough. You are who you hang around. If you're hanging around bums, like, and they're bums and cheaters and liars, they hold no integrity, they're not honest, all of this other stuff, then I'm going to think that you are the same way. If you meet somebody and you think that you want to be friends with them, but their morals and values don't align with what you believe in, that friendship will not work. That relationship will not work. I think a lot of qualities in successful people, besides being ambitious, besides being hardworking, passionate, motivated, all of that other stuff, have some integrity. Your character and the reflection that other people will see is weighed so heavily, on you. If you have integrity, are you honest? Are you a man or a woman of your word? Like for me, you can't say that I'm not. I say every single person that knows me and they can vouch for me, if I say I'm going to do something, I freaking do it. I'm trying not to curse. It's a resolution, oh my gosh. But every single thing that I say that I'm going to do, I've done. I do. And if I say I'm going to get something, I get it, no matter what. And even for favors, if I tell somebody I'm going to do something, or if I promise I'm going to do something, I hold up my end. And so I think that's like the one thing I can't stand in having, like, for a partner or friends. If you let me down multiple times, I'm just not going to believe you. And also, I think your character is kind of crappy, especially if you lie about it, you have no integrity. It's honestly rat behavior, and you shouldn't want to be friends with those people either, because even successful people, they will be successful, but they aren't a man of their word. They're not a woman of their word. They break their promises. They lie. They cheat. They do all this other stuff. Karma will catch up to them, and all that success will eventually crumble. I genuinely think that you can be successful and you can keep upping yourself and keep improving and keep becoming a better person and just keep leveling up. I can't speak today. You can just keep leveling up. I think the people who stay to the ground and are comfortable and don't care about leveling up is just not the type of person you should be friends with if you want to be successful. Okay guys, that was the end of my video. I hope you liked it. It was really quite short and sweet, and I think I'll do one specifically. This video is like mainly specifically targeted towards like friends and like the type of people you should keep in your friend circle. And next time I'll do one on relationships. All right, thank you for watching.